Kyle Weaver, owner of Weaver Meats in Afton, Iowa. We started in October of 2013 as a small custom processing plant. We process beef, hogs, lamb, and deer. We also have a small retail line. We're a CIS, which is a federal cooperative interstate shipment program with the state, so we can process federal animals. Started out as a family business before me. My grandfather did it from the mid 70s to the early 2000s. I opened it back up when I left corporate America. I went to school at UNI for accounting and finance. Worked in corporate America after graduation. Enjoyed it, but decided I wanted to be more back home around family. And Grandpa kind of made the comment, why don't you open it back up? And I thought about it for a little bit, and I said, well, I guess get me a price. And about a year later, he helped me get it fixed back up, and we got opened up about a year later. So we actually started in my grandfather's older building, and it was about 2,500 square feet. In 2017, we actually built a new building that we moved into in 2018. We're just shy of 15,000 square feet. We're on our third edition. The experience has been awesome. Everybody's been very supportive. It has been cool meeting some of the customers my grandpa's had, as well as obtaining new customers that hadn't used our family's locker before. It's been cool hearing their stories, people that gone to my grandfather for years, and then having maybe their kids are now coming to me, and we have customers coming from anywhere from 90 miles to 120 miles away. So you get to meet lots of new people and hear lots of stories and lots of great experiences, and the community has been awesome through all of it. We worked with Northwest Bank. They actually helped me with the small business development program at the community college, and worked with our banker through that and got our initial business plan, initial funding and everything put in line. They actually went on a locker tour with me, and we went and saw other lockers, showed them what I was kind of looking at doing, and they were there every step of the way with us.
I'm Stacy Heberlin. I'm with Northwest Bank here in Afton. I am the president here at the Afton location, and then also the business banking manager. We have been able to help them with the real estate here. We also have partnered with USDA.
Stacy's great. She's very family oriented. I can go in for something that we both know should only take 10 minutes, and it might take an hour because we'll ask about each other's families.
The thing that I love with this whole story is Kyle came back home. His grandpa obviously had the locker years ago, had it for many years. Kyle was working corporate world, decided to come back home and continue doing the locker business, and was able to use resources with USDA and things like that. So partnering with those other resources and having those opportunities to help him throughout the process has been wonderful.
The experience has been seamless. It's been a great experience. I've never had any issues. There's never been any change in flow. They've always gotten us what we needed and pointed in the right direction.
He's going to research a lot of things, know what he's talking about, very educated, very smart. He educates me a lot of times in this industry and all the regulations and everything that he has to comply with.
At the end of the day, we're a small business. We're gonna bank with another one that's willing to put down roots in our community, and Northwest Bank has been a huge presence in our small town, Creston and Afton both. They've got banks in surrounding towns that you see it in. They're part of the 4-H, they're part of the schools, the rec, they're the food bank. They take part in a lot of local events, they sponsor local events, they advertise, promote. They have been a real staple to our community, and that as a small business owner means a lot to us because we want everybody to shop local. Well, that also means you have to bank local too.
The standpoint of where he started and where he's at today, being able to just be with him through that process, with his employees, with himself, and just being able to wrap our arms around the business, knowing what it does for the community, not only for just the Afton area, but for southern Iowa and central Iowa. He keeps it local, he keeps those connections. Here at the community level, county level, he's got such a great group of other business owners in his industry.
It's just a really great experience. You can walk in there and have a conversation with any one of their employees, and they know who you are, you know who they are. It's not just a business transaction. You also, you know about them personally, and it's a great experience to have.
We've always had a great working relationship, him and I both. I'll come over here quite a few times just to pop in, how's everybody doing, things like that. And he's one too that if you ever needed anything, he's right there. Or if there's a question to be asked, he's gonna have that answer for you. And it's just those connections that have been made and will continue to be made that is probably the most rewarding with it.
They have so much more to offer than just your normal, what you picture a bank, your checking, your loans, your savings. They have access to so much more stuff for, developing a region. Okay, what's popular in this region? They have access to so much more material than most people think they do, and they're your best asset moving forward when you're looking at either starting up from nothing or expanding. They just have much more access to information than people realize, and sometimes you get lost in the shuffle in the bigger banks. And at this level with Northwest Bank, we've loved our experience with them.